What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica here on a Freedom Friday. We just pew 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 in it today. I did not want to get into Houston traffic early. As you know, it only takes like 3 hours to get here from there. But on a Friday, 5 o'clock, no, you can't pay me. I'll just drive at night. No, thank you. If you're here and you saw the earlier chat, drop a one in the comments. That'd be great. I know if you saw the earlier show I did today. This one is going to be on our new favorite man of the hour. Now, listen, I am a big believer, and put a one in the comments if you can hear me. I hope you guys can hear me. I am a big believer that there is room and space and opportunity. Can you guys hear me in the headset or hear me on the other audio? Let me check. Let's see. Let's get our audio straight. We got it. We fixed it. Hold on.
Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me better now? Can you hear me better? Put a one in the comments if you can hear me better. Yes, yes, or no. Way better? Okay. All right. So the headset connected. All righty. So I have a feeling, okay, I'm just going to be very clear that we have a culture who, should be nice now, there's a lot of people who lack a male role model in the home. I did not grow up that. I grew up with my father at home and then my stepfather for the remaining years of my high school until, unfortunately, both of them have actually passed. And I know what it's like to have male presence in the home, surrounding the home, uncles, all my uncles and aunts married, lots of male cousins. But I can actually see where some men have no access to that, right? And some women. And so on the internet, a black man could basically say 2 words and they'd be like, yes, yes. and I see that. And I'm being honest, like, and our counterparts also see that too. I've had very long discussions about this, but I love when I have that Southern black male who has his head screwed on straight, a long-term plan, and isn't fazed by the talking heads come out and speak. I am your girl, Ericka Williams' stamp of approval of Charleston's Geechee boy, Kwame Brown. Now, I want you to understand that I'm not here to do all the gossip. That's not what this channel does. This channel does facts and numbers, and that's where we will take it. I'm not going to argue his basketball career because there will be men in here who want to argue me for 27 years about basketball. That's not what I'm here for. The reason, and I'm going to put it together, the reason we love Donald Trump, the reason we love Kwame Brown, the reason we love a lot of these men folk is because they say what they want. And they are the shining contradiction in our society of the get along culture just to get along. Okay? Now we're going to start with Kwame and we'll leave Trump on the back end. I know y'all love Trump, but we're going to leave him on the back end. Let's take some of the stuff he said. High school, #1 draft. You cannot take that away from that man. Historically, that is appropriate. But then when he talks about why would they talk bad about him after they did that? Because it messes with the money. Let's go ahead and hit it out the gate. It messes with the money. The program that is in our American system is you have the high school games. Then you have college, which makes a lot of people billions of dollars. NCAA, the Final Four. All these things make a lot of money for our college system, right? Then you have the draft pick for the basketball, right? Well, then you have the D League. Well, then you have overseas. People who left high school, left college early, played overseas, making money for years, okay? That by pulling young men straight from high school, as they did LeBron, they couldn't do it anymore, right? Because NCAA and them were like, hey, stop it. Because the best of the best will do what? They'll peel off and go where? Straight to the NBA. They'll peel off and go straight to the D League. They'll pull LeVar Ball's dad on the NBA. And that messes up the money. How many times have we seen countless stories of kids playing into basketball, into college, tearing their leg and never really getting to go play? They had at least 2 or 3 years there where they could have went and did what? Had made real money. Right? Made real money. They make billions of dollars for these schools. So why did they start bashing Kwame? I honestly believe that it messes up the system of money. See, this is why we can't take kids out of high school. You see, he's an undeveloped product. Let's keep it a buck. When they have these young men in college, they're not developing them. I've had several cousins who were sports players in college. They have somebody helping them with their homework, helping them with their projects, and they put them in goofy gym classes just to keep the GPA up. Go read the numbers of how many kids, have to redshirt because they spend that whole year catching up. Or after they're done playing football and no one drafts them, they spend a whole nother year at college just trying to get the degree. Nobody talks about that part, but there's lots of articles on it. So Kwame already coming in physically strong, but no one developing them. And I don't mean just their bodies. I mean their mind, what they're supposed to be doing. Honestly, if we really want to talk about it, high school and college, let's just go college. Let's just say, since we don't want to draft any more kids from high school, we're going straight to college. Why is college not forcing these kids in 5 years, 4 years of finance? Every year they should be in some type of finance and accounting class. If we were truly talking about developing these children, which are grown men, we don't, because we don't want to develop them. We want them to stay their body pristine, play ball, shut up. So if you don't develop a person, and let's really take a part of another thing he said, the average Black man has a 4th grade reading level. In America, it's 8th grade. I'm not going to sit here and agree 100% on that post. Now, he is from South Carolina. And y'all know my feelings on South Carolina. They have abysmal, terrible reading rates. So in South Carolina, Black men have 4th grade reading level. That I might believe. Now, I'm not going to take a part of that argument. That's his argument. I'm going to leave that there. Now, if they kept with what they were doing, they would have been forced to discipline them. They would have been forced to develop these players. Now, we're going to go ahead and go there to the elephant in the room. Well, Ericka, some of these players, they aren't developed because they are single parent moms. Let's take example 1, Johnny Manziel, 2-parent home, wealthy 2 parents, no discipline, out of control. Why? Because no one in the system wants to mess up the system. Nobody at high school wants to discipline this kid. Nobody at A&M wants to discipline this kid. His own parents don't want to discipline him, right? So now we have a grown man who's out there doing cocaine and smoking and drinking and then think he's going to put on a helmet because he's got a talent and show up on Sunday. This is, and so when people try to say, well, it's because these single parent home moms, no. These are young men that they are putting in here with no accounting. I mean, if you're really talking about colleges used to develop them, they should be in accounting classes every semester. So when they get their money, they aren't taking their money like this and handing it to some man and his Jewish friends, and I just use that for example, who don't want to deal with him in any other context, right? And lose his money because he doesn't know what's going on. He doesn't have accounting. And in NFL is no different. Okay, the NFL is going to put you in a 1-day class and send you out there. Right? So again, and he paid for 12 years. Let's be very clear. They brought up countless examples of people who got put out of the league in 2 years, 1 year, 3 years. Average person plays 2 to 5 years, if that. That's the same with football. Average person, 2 to 5 years. 12 years. He was there 12 years, and he documented and told you about how many injuries he had, issues. And yes, there's a meme of him every time Michael Jordan yelling at him, Kobe Bryant yelling at him, Shaq yelling at him, somebody from the Pistons yelling at him, and he has the same face, right? He has the same face because he's an introvert, because he's thinking. They really weren't trying to develop this young man to be what? Nothing. They weren't trying to develop him. So again, nobody wants to address the elephant in the room that Michael Jordan is a difficult person to work with, a gambling addict, and a horrible, horrible co-player. No one talks about that. Now, these documentaries that are starting to come out where you see Scottie Pippen getting pennies on the dollar while Michael Jordan's getting millions of dollars, right? Getting all this money, and then didn't look out for Scottie Pippen. And then he goes on and is yelling at people, aggressive with people, bullying people. You take an 18-year-old kid straight out of high school and put him with that man who doesn't want him there, doesn't want him beside him, doesn't think he should play. And so you sit there, you go, nobody wants to address that elephant in the room, right? Right? Okay, nobody wants to address Michael Jordan because we all love him, right? They love him. Horrible, horrible person to some degree. Like, let's keep it a buck, okay? Now, something he said that people got really upset is stunting culture, buying manhood, giving women money. He kept talking about his mama's recipe, that, he didn't have to pay for women. And what he was saying, in my opinion, is he has actual personality and actual people skills. That's where we put, because everybody's like, the game. No. A lot of y'all have money and you're whack and you're dry. Every time a man ever sent me WYD, I'm like, oh, dry. He bored. He just wants to be entertained while he's at work with some text messages. That's attention seeking. That's not a real fully adult person. I'm going to just say that. Just going to say that. Okay. And so he's saying what most people say. So what, you got money? You're not a well-rounded person. And a lot of these guys, if you ever meet people who play in sports, when they get to college, if it doesn't look like it's going to work out for them to go pro, a lot of destructive behavior starts to show up. Go Google this. Don't take this from me. Go Google this, okay? We just had a football player here at Texas. They haven't officially said it, but he died. I'm pretty sure he committed suicide. He didn't get any play time. His brother is actually drafted to, oh God, what's the name of it? It's up there, Cincinnati or whatever. And people are like, oh, it's so sad. But no one wants to address the elephant in the room that he didn't get any play time at this school. He could have been transferred somewhere else. We really don't take the mental health of these kids seriously, because all we've groomed them for is to do this. I've told y'all from my own private family members, there are websites where you put your resume on there, what you took in school. You stand up with a picture with a blazer on and you hold a football. I kid you not. This is your profile. And on these sites, companies can select athletes. And this is, schools are like, this is to help the athletes get a job afterwards. No, this is for companies to go, hey, look, y'all, I got that football player from, Kentucky. Look, y'all, I got that football player from UNC. And he's our new sales guy. They really don't care about you as a person. This is a website just for athletes. You literally take a picture with whatever sport. If you had a baseball, you take a picture with a baseball. You play soccer, whatever. You take a picture and you dress up. Kelvin Davis says, I use one of those sites. Yeah, this is very true, right? Kendar King, every day. He just preached right there, okay? About to waste your time, okay? So you already see they aren't really developing these kids. There's no desire to develop them. There's no future plan for them, right? You haven't disciplined them as a person. So now when you see articles where they're getting in fights and bar fights and stuff happening to them, you shouldn't be surprised. You did not groom this person for anything. And we can start with the Black community. There's a lot of people where some boy, let's be a prime example, the boy that got smart with Cam Newton. And people like, well, he just made a mistake. He apologized. Look, he can play so well. I wouldn't want that kid within 5 feet of me. He thinks it's perfectly okay to insult adults and go back and forth like he wants to fight with them. Come on now, y'all. Let's be true. And they're going to keep brushing that kid through. They're going to try to put him on some football team. And I hope he gets on none. And people are like, Ericka, that's harsh. The kid needs a second chance. No, he doesn't. We are grooming adults who cannot function in society. Well, that's what we're grooming. In real life, if cameras weren't there, Cam Newton would have punched that kid in the face. What 5'7" boy talks to a 6'4" man like that and doesn't get punched in the face? Only because cameras are there. That's all. That's it. So again, nobody wants to address the fact that he talked about these men throwing money in the strip club, which is essentially throwing your money away, buying manhood by buying all this stuff. You know, he talked about the elephant in the room that's a little bit touchy, that Matt Barnes is always trying to fight people. Why is this in his 40s-year-old man trying to fight people? That doesn't make sense. He should be a grown man and talk to people. Why are they using these podcasts in the way they're using them? Why are they standing out in the streets holding their fist up talking about Black Lives Matter when they have millions of dollars? Nobody is tackling any of the points he brought up. Because the fact remains that these people twice a month get a check. And if they really wanted to change some things, or as they start a lot of these little baseball camps and football camps, okay, well, are you buying the kids shoes? Are you getting kids haircuts? Are you developing these kids in your communities? No. They're throwing money in the strip club. They're stunting on the cars. There's look at me, I'm stunting. My personal trainer says it's called manufacturing confidence. So there's a guy who has a manhood course. There's a couple of them here on YouTube. I don't want no smoke. But essentially they say, hey, go to the gym, work out, go to cigar lounges, also like get a hobby, okay? Read one book. So if a woman asks you what book you read, you can tell her that book. And then also find a group of men, like a car club or something to join. They're basically giving you the blueprint on how to be a reasonable adult. You should have hobbies. You should want to take care of your body. You should want to read books just because you want to read books. That's not some magical game. That's manufacturing confidence because you don't do nothing with your life. Okay? So again, nobody addresses those parts. And another thing is, you know, if you really want to be honest, if there's 30 people that give $60K, that's $1.8 million. Every year, these historically Black colleges are going around begging for money. And Dr. Dre turns around and gives $30 million to UCLA. He could have gave $3 million to 10 different historically Black colleges and they would have named whole buildings after him. So again, it's hard to respect people who are like, yeah, because he pointed out, Matthew Barnes is already like, Black Lives Matter. The next minute he's talking about fighting people and being in gangs and showing off guns. In the South, we don't run around showing off guns. Today, I almost got in a road rage incident and I was ready with it. I was like, sir, you hit this car. You know what I mean? Just in case he wants to get crazy. Okay? So again, what people have to understand is it doesn't make sense for you to have a group of men who like, I've got money, but they have nothing else. No personal development, no well-rounded character. Average person's going to be in the league 2 to 5 years. That's for football and for basketball. You're going to be out. So we should be grooming these kids for what? This slush fund of money that's about to come into their pocket. But no one's doing that. No one wants to correct the system. No one wants to address this man's play time per hour. Like break it down for the minutes that he actually did play. Right? Everybody's like, well, Ericka, the stats. What are the stats when he physically played uninjured? Well, you know, look how undisciplined he blew up all this weight. He got all this size. Look at Shaq. Look at all these people. They're big men. They literally can eat a lot of calories and blow up in any summer. They're 6'4", 6'6". That's not normal size. Okay? Like that's not your 5'7" cousin. Okay? So again, there's that. I wrote some more notes. Let me look at my notes before I just be going off too. Basically talking about talking heads. Okay? Talking heads. What are talking heads? Let's give credit where credit's due. I know everybody hates him. Rush Limbaugh created talk radio. Before that, you only had the announcers on like Sunday on a football game. That's it. And they were on the radio. And so that's the only place where they were. Well, Rush Limbaugh came out in the 80s and everybody's like, yes, we can talk about people. We can create an enemy. We can talk trash and not be sued. This is good green tea. And that's how talk radio went from just Rush Limbaugh, who did it the political way, because let's be really honest. Okay, let's be really honest. Most people worrying about the girl AOC from Brooklyn That has nothing to do with your life. If you aren't in her New York constituency, why do you care about that woman? I care about who's here in Texas that we voted in that's not doing what we said they want them to do. I can't care about any of the other candidates. They have nothing to do with me. They are not over me. They don't rule me. Diamond Dave does a great show about this one. You are worried about somebody, this magical person you're fighting, okay? And that's talk radio for Ascension. But now we have ESPN. We got the Longhorn Network. We got Red Bull Network. We got so many freaking networks. I mean, and you say, if you think about it, podcasts, we have it in sports, bowling. We have it for motocross. We have it for every little thing, right? So we've got all these thousands of outlets, right? If you're a sports person, you literally, there was kind of a change of guard a couple years ago. ESPN let off hundreds of people. All the networks started letting go of a lot of people. Those people, all they did was went online and create podcasts and bought time slots on the radio station. Here in Austin, I can turn on talk radio any day, and there's some guy who's bought a time slot. All Sunday time slots are bought. Okay? They're the most popular time. Most people are home. So these talking heads are attacking this man, but never doing what? Inviting him to come on and defend himself. And I'm glad he's been quiet all these years. I'm absolutely glad, because you can see he's developed as a grown man. He has farming equipment. He's a true Southern boy, and he's living his life. It's 3 daughters, right? A lot of people are sitting here, and something he said that I think y'all should pay attention. Look who they put on TV. Gilbert Arenas says the most horrendous things I've ever heard in my life. Gilbert sounds like a 13-year-old boy. Nobody's addressed the fact that every 2 minutes, Gilbert would say something about dark-skinned women. He'd say something about men, this, that. I mean, he would just say the most egregious things. And people would be like, well, it's just him talking smack. No, only because you play a sport will people let you talk like that. But why is this man being put on TV? Think about that. Look at who they pick for ESPN host. You literally see some of the most dead brain people you've ever seen in your life. Why is somebody not like Kwame Patrick not on TV talking about what players should be doing, how they should be developing players? They don't want real conversations. They don't want well-rounded people up there. They want a bunch of goof troops. Look at UFC, Joe Rogan out here. White men can't talk about anything. That's crazy. That's crazy. So look who they're promoting and look who they're putting on TV. Stephen A. Smith. Hold on. Stephen A. Smith. There's a lot of unkind words I can say for him. He's all of a sudden talking about HBCUs because it's popular. But for a long time, he's been like, y'all just need to go to predominantly white colleges and go on about your life and merge and assimilate. And he on that island stuff. I'm not going to talk bad about my island black people, but y'all know y'all be coming over here tripping. Okay? Y'all Jamaicans and Haitians especially. Y'all be out here making 20 families. Stop it. But Stephen A. Smith, people have pointed this out. Now, this isn't me talking gossip. You can go look at Stephen A. Smith's career. He said some egregious things and has never really apologized. Ever. They're like, well, Ericka, that's just his personality. He just saying what he wants. He just say it. No, he is like defaming people's character. Stephen A. Smith, when somebody revealed how much money he was making, and I'm trying to think what year it was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I don't know. And they said Stephen A. Smith's on TV all day long, all night long, and got a weekend show and doing this other stuff. And he's only getting paid this much money when Skip Bayless and all these other people getting paid 10, 12, 15 million. You can already see where the power is. You're not even getting compensated for all this negative male talk you're doing. So are people surprised when he comes out here and he's saying things that are really awesome? No. I think what happens is people are desperate in our community to hear black men that have their brains screwed on right talk about something other than women, chasing skirts and doing drugs. That's a low vibrational conversation. And nobody really wants to address how low vibrational conversation that is. We just all complain about these kids at Chicago shooting up stuff. We just all complain about the dangers of these communities when we are not speaking life into these children, and we certainly aren't investing for them to have jobs. Nobody's attacking any of the talking points he brought up. They're just like, well, he's talking bad about us. You know, if he want to fight, he ought to come fight. That's nobody addresses any of his talking points, any of his physicality, any of his injuries, any of his anything. They're literally just talking smack about this man. So I just wanted to bring that up. I want you to understand that we live in a society where, you know, it's a slippery slope. We got a lot of people who haven't been punched in the face enough. That's my point, and I stick by it. But again, some of the best comments I saw under his video was, "Who raised you, in words, to take food out of another man's mouth?" Another one, "The malice comes from the fact that you internally, on the inside, your manhood is something they didn't expect from you. But once they saw it, they got upset, looked at themselves, and saw what they didn't see in themselves." Probably talking about Maddie Barnes, Becky with the good hair. Okay? Best one, "Life gives you what it gives you. It's up to you to persevere from it." Now, look, I can't change the fact that you're 5'7". I can't change the fact that you ain't making a lot of money. Okay? These are the cards you are dealt. To come on this man's internet and cry about that ain't gonna do neither one of us no good. I'm a woman in industries where I feel like people are disrespectful on a routine basis to me. But what am I gonna do about it? Keep on going about my life. Can't change any of that, right? A lot of times I tell people on here, know your numbers. Have a family plan for your life so you know your numbers, okay? Now, this is the best one. This is talking about Charlemagne, talking about Breakfast Club. "Everything they pay you to say, my life disproves everything they say. He bought his mama's house at 18. He has multiple properties still to this day. He has farming. He has businesses." Okay? Just one of those things. I just wanted to point that out, that to this day, no one's really addressing his talking points. Now, I see you guys comments in there. Y'all blowing these comments up. Thank you. Listen, people need to be throat punched. I literally go, some of the folks on the internet, the stuff y'all say, if I can find your IP address, I'll be sending you some cease and desist, but I'm gonna be good. Yeah, I mean, again, listen. Again, the reason I'm bringing this up is we're in a season right now, and there's 368 people here. Make sure y'all hit the like button. We're in a season right now where people are having access to the internet, and I have to say this, I'm not trying to beat nobody's legs, but I got to. We have over 100 emails right now, maybe like 90, where people are struggling to log into the computer and do the class. Simple stuff. You're literally just clicking the button and watching the videos. You simply just logging in. Hey, I forgot my password. Hit forgot password. We have a society of people who aren't even prepared for this new economy. There's millions to being on the table. There's tons of guys who want to be podcasters. There's a ton of guys who want to be bloggers and internet and blogging and YouTube. This is why I don't take you seriously if you talk crap to me if you're not on these platforms working. And something he said that I thought was important, he was like, "You guys, we're in a brotherhood." Now, he didn't mean black brotherhood. He meant people who play professional basketball. What he was trying to say is, you know how hard it was for me. You know how hard Michael Jordan was to work for. You know how many times I was traded. You know I played for 12 years. Why are y'all playing me like this? Why are you disrespecting the work I put in? So a lot of times when I look at people on the internet and I realize we're in a digital world and y'all are playing yourselves. If you don't have computer skills, you need to go get them immediately. Thank you, Mark, for the $20 cash app. I appreciate it. And so the thing I keep seeing from people is this lack of taking it serious. If things go sideways tomorrow, guess what? That man's still good. He got farms, he got properties, he got businesses. What do some of these people that are still on TV get paid very low, if you saw some of their salaries, to speak? Why are they there? Right? 48 Laws of Power. Garner attention at all costs. So these guys are garnering attention from basketball. They're garnering attention on Instagram and all these platforms, and that's all they're doing is doing a bunch of talking heads in a circle. But what money's putting in their pocket? It's like the Real Housewives of whatever, and half the chicks are all divorced. Lamar Odom's baby mama was out there in California faking it. All on this show, faking it. Ain't paid rent in 8 months, but out here on this show. Y'all got to understand the people they put in front of y'all. They're not ever going to be the realest. I'll just put it that way. This is so funny. He said, there's so many Max Estes perpetrating as dominant, verbally responsive men. And let's be honest, physicality has its moments, right? These men are 6'4", 6'7". You know what I mean? Like they can move into a room and get attention. I saw y'all cracking me up in here. That's right. Colleges can get that money. They want that money. Listen, UNC Chapel Hill have for years been under the spotlight of fake degrees and pushing people throughout. Y'all know all this is true. Now you're gonna say, well, Ericka, this is a great, commentary on this guy, but what's this got to do with Donald Trump? Well, your daddy Donald Trump. Listen, CNN had horrible ratings when Donald Trump was in office. Like half. Like their audience was like nothing. Then Donald Trump got out of office, and now there's it's like less than 30%. And people are like, how is CNN still in business? Because government contracts with hospitals, government buildings, sports bars, places in Las Vegas, hotels. They have to play it on TV. Okay? Just be great. You were right, Amy Perry. Jordan had a lot of help. Nobody did it by themselves. Listen, okay? Yeah, that's right. Many people told you Michael would punch you now. Okay, so look. Y'all gonna say, what this got to do with this, Ericka? What this? Kendar King, this is hilarious. I'm not even joking. What this got to do with Donald Trump? What does this have to do with Donald Trump? The reason I brought up Donald Trump is he's doing 4 rallies this year. He is the king of petty. He's going to do a rally in North Carolina, Georgia, Ohio, and somebody look it up. I think it's Pennsylvania. Just the way I read y'all the book the other day, The Disintegration of Black America, where there's 4 groups. You got the abandonment class, okay? You got the opiates, the meth land, the underemployed, the trailer park trash. You got the mainstream middle, okay? And you've got, the well-to-do white people that's going on by the day. Donald Trump is coming for the mainstream. And he's coming for some of that bottom too. But he's coming for the mainstream. And he's going to get a big old stadium and fill it up with people and do what? I told y'all so. Didn't gas go up? Didn't price of stuff go up? Didn't all these things go up? Now, Twitter, who banned them? Facebook banned them. Several other social media platforms banned them. When I tell y'all how powerful digital world we live in is, that's universal. Listen, y'all, that's hundreds of corporations coming together to ban a person. Why? Because he's pointing out something we all can usually agree, which, listen, I'm going to put it to you this way. If we didn't agree with what Trump was saying and his strongman stance, if we didn't agree with Joe Biden and Kamala, we'd have 99% of people lined up to get a shot. We have less than 40% of Americans lined up to get a shot. Now, I don't care what they tell you in these numbers. I've shown y'all repeatedly. Every city's doing some kind of weird, hey, we'll give out money. Hey, we'll give out donuts. Hey, we'll give out food. We'll give out anything. Please come take this shot. People in Texas, literally, here in Austin are like, well, more people take the shot, so that's why people are not with their masks. Baby, we ain't had our mask on this whole time in Texas or Tennessee or Atlanta. or parts of North Carolina or Florida. And we've been outside just fine. 20 states overnight flipped it. Oh, you don't need a mask anymore. You don't think Donald Trump's going to come out and point out how ridiculous that is and how that was nothing but fake news? As Kwame Kirkpatrick would say, fake news? That's fake news. Okay? And if you didn't learn anything from those 4 years of Trump, that we are in a digital world, there were people making t-shirts on Trump and anti-Trump t-shirts and making money on both sides. I want y'all to understand, y'all. 2019, you can go look this up on the, let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, I want to pull this up. 2019, it showed from the White House. It was a White House letter on Black family incomes. Let's see if I pull it up. Because everything you hear on the news is, oh, these Black people just doing so bad. They're just doing so bad. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see. It was from the White House. Here we go. I think I got it. Yeah, I think I did. I think I found it. Yeah. Yeah, I found it. Wait. Let me pull this over. Oops. Yeah. And people like, Ericka, no, it's not that bad. No, it's fine. You know, we don't care that Donald Trump. Listen, y'all do. Y'all miss him. All right, fact sheet. Okay. Whoops, let me take this off screen. This is the fact sheet. I want y'all to go read this on your own time, but I'll just scan. Okay. Whoops, wrong one. Hold on. Let me go back. I need the. Whoops, sorry. I read it from Donald Trump. Trump signed executive orders on HBCUs. Trump said he's best for Black people. Sorry. Okay, where is it at? Is it gonna show up? Yeah, making me mad. It's making me mad. All right, y'all, I'm gonna have to go back and find it. But long and the story short, it was basically showing in 2019 that Black people had an increase of income on 10%. The whole group, right? We've been on Instagram and we've been seeing the hustle out here. Y'all been hustling hard, okay? Because what you learned under Trump is money get your kids through the door. Money plus position plus proximity get you in places you've never seen before, okay? And if you didn't learn that, I mean, a lot of times what people are learning is if I get in proximity of this man playing sports, I'm going to get some of his money, but they don't really make no prosperous life after that. Okay. Just saying. Just going to say that. But again, Donald Trump having these rallies, I'm excited for it. Why? Because it's going to show you that even if somebody blocks you on all these social media platforms, you cannot Rule 101. You cannot destroy a person with the following. Kwame Brown had less than 24,000, I think, subscribers or something to his channel. Now I think he's at 100,000. Somebody can go check it and tell me if I'm wrong. You cannot destroy somebody with the following. Even if you take him off every platform, even if you destroy all this stuff about this person, literally, you can keep on thriving in America outside of that. Oh, Lord, what is this about? Oh, Matt Barnes, he needs something. I mean, he makes the whole tragic mulatto story horrible. I mean, it's really sad. Y'all are going hard on Jalen Hurts. Calm down. Ooh, y'all going hard on that. All right. Tyrone Shepard said, most adults are not fully developed mentally or emotionally. Why? Because they choose not to do the mental and emotional work that is required to be grown. This is facts. It was USC and Dr. Dre didn't receive a building after him. That's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame, baby. You played yourself. You know, Iman, I'm not a fighter. I've never been. As you guys see, I'm wearing the original native clothing. They're at a fry bread truck. It's pretty cool. But I'm not a fighter. That's why I carry the pew. 1, I ain't got time to be fighting with you. 2, you're not about to have me on World Star. 3, I'm not playing with you. I just don't have time. Listen, they never go in. I mean, do you know how many football, like we bring it up all the time that, in football, and look at Tim Tebow. Look at several white players just getting traded and traded and traded and traded. Come on now. I will say, if we want to take the real conversation, yeah, that could be it. That could be it. She has the least political power. You've had people be up there 40, 50 years. Maxine Brown been up there forever. And listen, I get it. Everybody love Auntie Maxie. I get it. But what has she done for California? Tell me. Maybe I'm missing it. Listen, again, where was he wrong? Where was he wrong about, the true way to get wealth is assets, long tail income, daily business. So what are these players doing? They got them up there. They can't read well, as they would like to say. They can't read well. They can't read. They aren't investing their own money. They're only going to be there 2 to 5 years, and they out. It's a waste of a life. It's a waste of all these kids, all these millions of kids competing for like 500 slots. It's crazy. It's not even 500. It's like 52 spots. Nicole, lots of people like Trump. If you don't know, go Google these internets, man. Steve Curry is on Austin in a podcast. See, I mean, again, I was invited to several podcasts, and I didn't feel like that. Listen, Donald Trump had them stock markets doing a dance every morning with his tweets. I loved it. I loved it. Because it really showed you, I like someone, if they don't like me, I want them to be upfront about it. Don't giggle kiki in my face. Tell me you don't like me. It's a thing called the bigotry of low expectations. If y'all ever read that, that's what a lot of people have for black people. Them poor dumb black people. We're going to make a good decision for them. Again, come on. That's what I'm saying. Listen, I just am not fighting anybody. I don't have it in me, baby. Won't born like that. No, Gilbert is trash. No, he don't be trolling. He's trash. Everything about the man is trash. I will gladly say that without conviction in my heart. That man is trash. He trolling. No, to be trolling, you have to be actually intelligent and have some class about you. He doesn't. Listen, can I have a moment here? 99% of people are simps. There's only 1% alphas in any society. A society would collapse with more than 3%. It would collapse. We don't have that society, right? Everybody focuses on musicians and football players. They're like 53 dudes. They're like 500 dudes at one time. That's it. They're not the alphas of society. They can barely sign their name on paperwork. Okay? So again, the simp thing, let it go. I know everybody loves that. Let it go. Because majority of people go to work and work for somebody. Because if you're a real alpha, you do not work at somebody else's job. And I even mean, if you look at the doctors that work in hospitals, the ones that are the alpha doctor, they don't work there long. They go start their own practice so they can come in and out of the hospital as they please. So I just get tired of this. It's a beta versus alpha and simps and omegas and I'm a zesty male. Like I'm tired of it. I'm exhausted of it. Please stop. Good gracious. I hate the word simp. It's just disgusting. You know why? Because somebody married y'all single mamas. Somebody was over there married to her in the 70s and 60s and 80s. They were still marrying them ladies and went on down the street. I hate it. It's so beneath us as a people. There you go. Mark D said he had a 10-year pro career, never hung out with ex-teammates. Some were cool, but most were clowns. Listen, I know a man who's in North Carolina right now, played football for 9 years on 3 different teams. He literally saved all his money. He drove an old pickup truck. He tried to play like nobody pays me no money, really. I'm not getting paid a lot. Men were calling him in the middle of the summer before it got time to, hey, man, can I borrow some money, man? Men making 20 mil, 50 mil, huge millions of dollars, 3 million. And he's sitting there making, I think the qualified I think one year he made 1.9 mil, but most of the time he was playing, he made like under $1 million. Like, I think for like 5 of the years, it was like the bench warmer minimum. I'm gonna say that, and he ain't watching this, so I ain't worried. And people were calling him for money, and he was steadily just buying little properties, North Carolina, South Carolina, being real quiet about it, and be like, "Oh, I ain't got no money, man. I ain't got no money." So these men were out here paying apartment rent for multiple girls at a time, 3, 4, 5 at a time. You know, it ain't tricking if you got it, but if you ain't got it, then it's tricking. Soul Pepper, she came through. She said, listen, Trump defended life, guns, Israel, praised Jesus, created jobs. We're energy independent. Now we're out here struggling because of terrorists. Now, I was going to bring this up. Thank you, Soul Prepper. Let me go ahead and show y'all this. The reason I'm telling y'all, you better get real with it real quick is this video. I put it in the community tab. I'll put it up here again. This is, is it going to show? Whoopsie. There we go. You need to watch this video. Now, people are saying, well, Ericka, I'm tired of hearing about the border crisis in Texas. Let me tell you, I'm going to give you a little synopsis of this video. This is Chip Roy. He's out here in Texas. Kamala Harris is over the border. She already told you she's going to let in 500,000 Indian Americans for tech jobs. We already know that. She already said it. The border, on average, in a month, they catch 20,000 people. Or in a quarter, 90 days, they catch 20,000 people. Let me say that again. They catch 20,000 people every 90 days down there at the border. Guess how much they're catching now? 100,000. 100,000. And the other guy he brings in on this speech is from Pennsylvania. He used to say, I didn't care about Texas whining about the border because I'm in Pennsylvania and I don't care. He says, but I have a county where the population has doubled, but the taxes have not increased. And there's been murders and violence on the street. Now, where does murder and violence come from? It comes from when you're trying to inappropriately use people. Prime example, you have these people who are illegal immigrants, and I think I was going to do a show on it. I'm not certain. I think probably maybe next week, where a guy had a multi-million-dollar construction company. He had 200 people on staff, and he was paying them all poorly. He was making them work at his house, and I kind of laughed it off because this is in Charlotte, North Carolina. Y'all can go look it up. He's Mexican. He's a millionaire, and he's in jail right now. And when people aren't here legally and someone abuses them, who can they call for help? They can't call the police. You know how many times my sister and me, when we were in North Carolina, we were getting like little little accidents, and the person would try to give you money, like, here's money. Asian and Hispanic. That's happened to my friends in Houston, where somebody Asian's like, no, here's some money. Why? Because they're not here legally. And you're going to be like, well, Ericka, what Asians got to do with this? Go look up Houston's illegal Asian population. It's huge. It's huge. Very, very big. And they're like, oh, it's just people overstaying their visa. Okay, if you stay over here for 12, 15 years, you ain't overstaying your visa. You've determined not to return. Okay? So if I'm telling you that 20,000 people every 90 days get caught, now we're talking about 100,000 people. In the course of a year, that's 1 million people. That's 1 million people we're trying to catch, right? Because I'm just giving you the numbers. If you think they catching 100,000, right? They catching 100,000. There's 100,000 already going by. If they catching 100, there's 100 already going by over in California, over in other parts of the border. And see, they're not just catching Hispanic people. They're catching people who are Russian, people who are Haitian, people who are Brazilian, people from other countries, people from a lot of other places. Why? Because they know if I just fly into America, if I fly into Mexico, I can get across. There's some spots in New York, not so much anymore by Detroit. They made sure to lock that one up because there's the water. But over there by New York, they were showing people who were crossing this one part of New York. And they were crossing through this other place. Where's this other place? Oh, hate it. I think it's by Montana. But they were crossing into Canada because Canada had better refugee status than America. The border's super porous, y'all. And my thing is, look, these people are coming. And y'all sit here and play these little games, and you're out there in Miami, and you're goofing off. And I'm glad Trump's going to do these rallies. You know why? Because he's going to bring that up. Nobody's bringing it up. This video should have 10 million numbers on it. It's got 1 million people barely. I just want you to understand, when you complain about the lack of jobs, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm going to just put it to you that way. Thank you, Citizen Lou. $65 million. I'll be a bust too. Bought your mama a house. Have multiple properties and lots of land. Okay. See, that right there tells you these people aren't even serious about what is the definition of a real man. And he's an introvert. There's plenty of men I met who are introverts, and there's nothing wrong with being introverted. But you're just not going to play people. You're just not going to play with people. Listen, I don't understand it, but you know. I mean, listen, you read it for yourself. Listen, thank you. That was the number I was missing. Tyson Garcia, Skip Bayless gets 32. Millie, Stephen A gets 8. I say that again. Skip Old Bayless gets 32 mil. Stephen A gets 8. How often do you see Stephen A on ESPN and all the channels? He be on there all day long. Just saying. Let's keep it a buck. He can't respond. They have receipts, invoices. Listen, he reading them. And they don't like it. I love this. This is still funny to me. Thank you so much, Broker25. Oh, no, it jumped. Hold on. Oh, dang it. It messed up. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to fix it. Let me fix it. Yep, he did not. That's the thing. See, Trump was being too loud. He was being too loud on jobs, too loud on illegal immigration, too loud on the BS. He called out that bill that didn't have nothing to do with us. If he was in right now talking about these bills, okay? That's a good analogy. Trump peeled back the white media, Kwame peeling back the black media. I can't. I cannot. Toledo, Ohio, what's up? See, AI, this right here shows you people don't know what they're talking about. HBCUs still produce 80% of the doctors, 80% of the dentists, 80% of the lawyers, and 80% of the medical care people that are black. All the schools around Johns Hopkins, all the schools in Tuskegee, all the schools down here in Alabama and Louisiana that create black doctors, they create 80 to 90% of them. That shows you that these predominantly white schools are not taking people in like this. Y'all are in a dream state. East Carolina, several of these schools were like, they were promoting on the newspaper. Oh, we got to 21% black people. We no longer have to offer a minority scholarship. Whew. And still had unfair things in the program. Like, this is where me and Sub-Zero are going to disagree, and my personal trainer grocery. They had 122 spots for nurses at East Carolina University. And this has been lawsuit about multiple times. They only say 23 spots for minority students, and the rest of the spots are for white people. And it's by your highest grade. People are like, well, how is it unfair? It's by the highest grade. It's unfair when you have 400 to 500 black girls still waiting on a wait list for 22 spots and maybe 100 white girls, 200 white girls. At 1 year, they had to literally lawsuit again. They go, yeah, there is a lot of people on wait list. We're going to change the numbers this year. And then it was like maybe 60 minorities and 50 white girls. But if you tell me there's a wait list of 400 black girls and you're doing it by grades, just do it by grades and fill up all the spots. This is where affirmative action hurts us and helps us. And this is why when people tell me about, well, HBCUs don't matter, they do matter. Because these white schools don't want you there. You're there because they have to let you in. But that's it. Like, don't get it twisted. Don't think in America like, oh, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Ericka. It does. It still does. You know, when 89% of first generation people don't graduate college, 89%, do they want you there or not? That's all I'm going to say. You know, honestly, I think what happens is they use the kids, and sometimes the Border Patrol is letting families through, and that used to work, but now they're stopping them. So they just abandon the kids because they can run faster and leave the kids behind. Soul Pepper, you know, I can't read it out loud, but you know. Listen, T. Kelly, DeSantis he probably will run. Pew, 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 pew. Listen, I'm not playing with people. I am not playing with people. Roscoe, I don't know. I'm saddened. I think I skipped somebody's stuff. I'm sorry if I skipped your super chat. Let me see. Kwame, the people's champ. Trump won, and the 5-county adult audit showed Dominion voting system had shady booths. Listen, nobody wants to talk about that. That Wisconsin's opening back up, the investigation over the ballots. Several little counties did. And it was like they got to the Supreme Court and they were like, oh, don't worry about that. And then came back later and said, well, that was right, but the election's over now. Y'all, come on now. Somebody please tell AI the Tragic Mulatto is the name of movies from the 1920s and 1930s and 1940s. Mulatto is not a racial slur. Mulatto has been on the census for 60 years straight. It's what a lot of Native people and Black mixed people and Octomaroon and all that stuff had to fill out. If you don't know the history, please don't comment. If you don't know what the Tragic Mulatto is, a movie genre. It is a caricature. Stop it. 8 years. Yeah. Yeah. He never played. That's the crazy part. That's so crazy to me. I know. Listen, there's still stuff in China that we're messed over because of it. Sorry, that's so funny. Hubert Alita is a weirdo. He's a weirdo. Sir, the rule of thumb is if you nominate yourself one, you're not. Outer society nominates you. And that's where it's so funny to me. If you run around telling people, I'm an alpha. No, you're not. Society dictates that, not you. Simps are nice. Listen, this girl had this meme like, y'all go ahead out with them mean, angry men. I'll take me somebody romantic and nice. Yeah, Trump was being a little too loud. They were like, hey, wait a minute. We don't need people paying attention that much. Uh-oh. Nicole, what does that have to do with anything? She completely missed the whole point of what I was trying to say. Please tell her. AI show, exactly. It's just not. Listen, if somebody was this, I am an alpha, they would have their own company, they would have their own car, they would have employees working for them. Alpha is not just look at my body, I have 6-pack abs and I'm very strong. No. You're just physically dominant. An alpha doesn't come to work and punch a clock. Societies could not run if we had a lot of alphas. We only got like 3%. We only have like 11% business owners in this country, because being a business owner is that border level stigma. Hey, wait a minute. Hey, I ain't got no bankruptcies. What you talking about? Yeah, I'm really tired of it. It's a whole season of I'm a prize. Nobody's picked you. If you cannot be utilized, then you're not a prize. If you don't have any power, it's like saying you have a power cord and your phone dying. You're like, my phone dying. Is there a power cord in the building? Yes, I'm a power cord. Can I plug into you? No. But I am a power cord. Sir, get your ass out of here. Get out of here, useless thing. Useless. He has 660 companies that his name is on. 660 companies. You call me when you have 660 companies. And you let me know. So prepper, I was just I was doing that period. I was doing that accent just because I wanted it. Thank you, Terry Sawyer, for the $5. Said $5 for Kwame. I appreciate it. My bad. It ain't for you. Listen, they got them over here too. Listen, floodgates, y'all. That's why I'm telling y'all, like, I bring on this stuff and I talk about the number one job for men in America. I think number 2 or number 1 is like construction and truck and driving. And that could be local driver, that could be over the road, that could be a combination. Most time it's like somebody who drives a little delivery truck or whatever. That's a big job for men. So for Amazon to say they're going to have 100,000 trucks that they are automatically driving and you're just assisting, there's a lot of men that are going to be out of work. Gonna have to get new skills. I'm telling y'all it's coming. Y'all better figure out how to use these computers. If you emailing me and my staff and you can't figure out how to use a computer, you need to get in computer class. I'm really serious. Y'all are wow. Wow. Yeah. So yeah, there you go. So I think he was at like when he was in, he had like 700,000 a couple years, and then a couple years he had 1 million, and that's when he was in Miami when he played on the Miami Dolphins. So again, you know, and even with taxes, because taxes ain't no joke, but that's the point. If you're buying assets, your taxes would be highly reduced. So there you go. Chris McDonald, yep, Chinatown. We got a Koreatown. We got a Japanese town. We got a lot of Vietnamese in Houston. They there. You know, here's the crazy part. When you have staff and you're running all these buildings, you're paying rent, you're paying taxes. This is true. They were. You have a lot in Arkansas and Fort Smith. And then you have a lot in Louisiana. This is true. All right. Oh, is this Miss Pew 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 herself? Everybody, this channel, there's this woman right here is Pew 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 herself. Fender Bender and San Diego's are just like that too. The Tijuana drivers will hit you, pick up the pieces, and leave. Woo! Nigerians, yeah, all of them. People think it's a joke. Mark D, that's the whole point. When I tell people, meet these guys that go play overseas. Whole different life. Not everybody wants to migrate to the United States. A lot of people are happy where they are. Ericka Carskillo. I'm not saying that everybody wants to migrate, but this is one of the golden tickets. America is the golden ticket. If you're Nigerian or you're African and you're in France, they ain't treating you well. They don't. If you're in parts of Europe, they don't treat you well. If you're in Italy, they don't treat you well. They did that years ago where they immigrated a bunch of people from Brazil to Italy. They did not treat the people well. America is one of those places. And I would even say Chile and Argentina, barely, where you can go and have an actual life, where you're not forced into sexual slavery, where you don't have to be a prostitute because they won't hire Black women in that country. Okay? Or you'll be somebody's undocumented maid. Like, people are coming to America. Like, let's not get it twisted. Nobody's crawling across the border of China. And like, I gotta be in China. No one's crawling into Japan. I gotta be in Japan. They're coming to America. Now, they are sneaking to Australia some too, but that's a whole nother story. Australia is so full of so full of women. They have more women than men. So, you know, if you get there, do what you do. It says highlight one thing other than the STEMI. Paul Brown, the president has to issue them there. And when you issue the military there, it's like a sign of threat. They won't. AI show, if you're just coming over here to argue with me all day, you about to get the block blessing ministry. Blocked ministry. Block ministry. Okay. Thank you, Q, for the $10 cash app. Your level-headedness, intelligence, and logic is always admirable. Well, thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate it. Let's make America great again. Yeah. Thank you, Omega Curry, for the $14.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming on the show. All right, Xavier Miller. You guys go check out Xavier Miller. He created a YouTube channel. I told y'all to come on over to YouTube where the water is fine. But he's a big podcaster out in Dallas. I missed a dinner with them a couple days ago. I told you I was going to come on Wednesday. I didn't come. Missed out on the party. Thank you. Tell them. My friend went to UCLA medical practice. UCLA? Yeah. And out of 123 candidates, there was only one black guy, him, 2 white guys, and all the rest were Asian or Indian. So when people say they're like, no, these schools don't matter, I'm like, okay, if you say so. Here we go. We about to get the block ministry for AI show. Block ministry. Oh my God. Clark Vaughn. Here's the tears. Y'all, here's the tears. Ericka, you used to have good content. I'd like your real estate advice. You made fun of COVID with 50,000 texts instead. Now it's right-wing disinformation. Proud HBCU grad in the tech. Unsub. Oh my God. What am I going to do if you unsub for me? Oh, that's right. I have other businesses outside of online and I make money online all day. And oh God, I'll just die if you unsub. Goodness. I mean, I guess I'll just still have to keep running those trucks and keep my cleaning company and keep my e-commerce business I'm building with my friend in Houston. And when my drink gets in the store at HEB, I guess I'll just be sad because you won't see my drink be in the store at HEB and you won't support the channel. Oh, it's the horror. The horror. Everybody, please feel sorry for this person. They are leaving the channel. Blocked. Put you on the block ministry. Have a great night. Block ministry. Have a great night. Who else would like the block ministry tonight? Last time I checked. Okay. This is America. Oh, we got another one. Blocked. Found you some more people who want the block ministry. Block ministry. Who else needs some block ministry tonight? Please talk to me. My Navy radar class only had 2 out of 25 for black people. My friend's storekeeper class was all black. Oh, trust me, I've heard the stories about the Navy. Oh, the Navy's been known for that. Navy has been known. It is a lot harder. Yep. It is a lot harder. You do have a lot of gatekeepers. Look at that. Nursing class had 5 out of 95. And we've talked about this a lot about nursing programs, how they had they slowed them down. Again, there you go. Doctors, nurses, lawyers, 80%. Yep. Charlemagne, I saw it. I saw it today. I just, Oh, I apologize. My bad. 8 million a year. I apologize. Skip his own only in the morning. Stephen A all day long. That's right. Hold on, I know y'all got some more in here. I'm sorry. Hey, welcome. Look, oh my God, you guys, we got a new sub to replace the one we lost. Thanks for coming in and subbing in their place. I appreciate you. Listen, you know, my hope is if you're watching this and it is going on an hour, it's going a little long, about to wrap it up, that you're getting into tech, you're getting some computer training classes, and you're getting yourself on the right track. Because honestly, again, I keep telling y'all, this could go away tomorrow. This could go away tomorrow. They could take the internet away from me. They could block me. They could do whatever. But guess what? I know how to use my other skills to do what? Run my other businesses. Yeah, that's how we do it, okay? Ain't nobody sneaking into no damn China. Crazy. Yes, the block ministry is available to all who need a blessing. Anytime you need it, I'm here to block you. Have a great day. Let me see. I mean, yeah, y'all getting ridiculous, okay? Biden has dementia, okay? There, I said it. Block ministry. Do you need some block ministry? I have some for you. Hey, do you need some? Hey, guess what, Latasha Lovejoy? Thank you for loving the channel. I'm just trying to get you guys aware, right? Just trying to get you guys up. Listen, the smallest violin. And guess what they're doing right now? They still watching. Hey, how you doing? Thanks for watching. You know, I used to talk about real estate. I still talk about real estate. All our properties are rented. You know what I'm saying? This is the problem. We have people who, you know, come on. It's ridiculous. Sad boys. I'm going to have a good time, okay? I'm going to have a good time. I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to have a good time. Anthony Bryan, look, sir. Y'all wild in here. You can't vote without what ID. Yeah, none of that. You know what I'm saying? She said our African brothers and sisters sneaking in China. They go to school. They going to school. I'm telling you, people tell you about it. They be treating these people bad. So listen, I might, depending on how I feel it, I may go to the North Carolina Trump rally just for content. If they let me take my camera in, I got to be safe. But I mean, it's just like I want to get some good laughs in there. Thank you. I appreciate all you guys watching. You know, this is so funny to me. And you know, if I was a real snitch, but I'm not, if I was a good snitch, I tell you about all the other Black business owners I personally know who voted for Trump and talk about how much they like Trump, but they can't say it out, y'all, because they think they're going to lose their audience. Listen, Georgia can't count. Y'all know that. That's why we messed up now. I don't know how they're going to be. I really don't know how they're going to be, but I want to record it. California is doing anything they can right now. Oh, yeah, here we go. Sorry, I apologize. 175,000 illegal immigrants crossing March 2021. Yep. No, nobody's talking about that, though. That's why we love. Here's another one, you guys. What is this live about? Is it about bragging? You know, I can't stand when a successful Black woman has actual accomplishments. How dare her? That bragging bitch. She's a bragger. Dude, you go be soft in a corner somewhere else. We've been on here an hour and 14 minutes. So what? You just came on. Go back and rewind it. But you know what I'm going to do for you? Block Ministries. Blocked Ministries coming to save you. Hey, all right. Listen, okay, I might have to because y'all need some more. Do you need some more? I'm still reading. I think you need some more. See, every single business is still good to get into. You know why? Because you are the operator of the business. If you do not know how to operate that business, not a good business to get into. It's not a business to get into. Just like when people own trucks now, they will own automatic trucks. They'll own all these things. It does not change. And you don't have to getting a truck is the easiest thing to get in trucking. If you get a trailer, that's what I'm gonna be like, what's up? Let me see if I find it. O'Shea voice, stop the show. Listen, people, listen. Goodbye. Goodbye. Don't tell me you're leaving. Walk with your feet and kick it out. Goodbye. Yes, so prepper, we're gonna see hyperinflation. We already started into it. Listen, I'm just. Am I going to sell t-shirts at the rally? Listen, I'm out here making America great again. All right, you guys, I got to go. I will be in Houston tomorrow at Business Over Breakfast. You know, Doug was also my moderator. You know, I might have to make some more moderators because y'all cutting up in here. Thank you, Todd Holmes. Said just came across your channel. Love it. Well, Todd, don't get discouraged because, you know, I'm bragging over here. You know, I'm just, you know, apparently living your life and going to work is bragging. Oh my God. These people are retarded. Ugh, it hurts my heart. Let me see. Stopped. All right. Let me see what I got here. All right, so that's it. I thought I got everybody. If I didn't get your super chat, I apologize. You know, it is what it is. I hope y'all have a good weekend. I will be in Houston tomorrow at Business Over Breakfast. I will be having a good time. I will be in a blue dress. I like blue. I wear it at most of my events. Let me tell you, okay? I'm just gonna have a good time. I'm gonna be out here and have a good time. And when I'm in Arizona, I might even do a live from the top of the hill and be like, I'm out here in the vortex. But look, listen, y'all. You got some time to get it together. You got some time to get your stuff together. But come on, y'all. Like this, it's really some changing times coming in. So pay attention. I'll cut this video probably at 30 minutes and put it back out for the Kwame Brown part because the rest of it I've been cutting up. So make accountability great again. I agree. You guys, this is your girl Ericka from the Classic Client Blog. See you guys in Houston tomorrow. Check your email list for any discounts on the classes. I think the password is New Life. Get 50% off the classes. 50% off with the code New Life. Go check it out. And this is your girl Ericka Williams. Later.